The biggest missing piece that I see in business is what I see as the biggest missing piece in the world, which is a lack of real understanding of the inner game. And if you like, as I would say to people, is like, what has the single biggest impact on every second of your career or your business or your life? If you think about that question, what is the single biggest impact? And I asked that question in different workshops and talks. And I did it recently, and actually somebody said to me, breathing, which to be fair is an important one, because if you can't breathe, you can't do much. So, but the answer that I'm looking for is your mind. Whatever your mind is, but everybody recognizes that we have a mind, but if it has, even if it's not the single biggest impact compared to breathing, it's certainly top three. But yet, if it's that important, how much time do people actually spend on that area? And in a business context, I see a lot of unnecessary stress, waste of time, waste of energy, down to a complete lack of understanding of actually how your mind works as an individual, and then also within a team or with people. And that's the next frontier for business, is to have a real understanding of what the inner game, or some people call it the inside out game, but to be really aware, I would call it a mind shift. Because once you get clear about the power of your mind in terms of just on a simple level, managing your own state of mind or your energy, that alone can be a game changer for an individual in business. If you're looking at high performance or trying to get the best out of yourself, you need to learn and understand, how do I manage myself? And the starting point has to be whatever you consider to be your mind. So I put a huge emphasis on that. I don't apologize for it, because I know that's what gets results. And I should say that in 2008, I've always been a believer of this since I had my own personal experience of my mental issues, mental challenges. But what was bizarre was that if that challenge hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I now get paid for the insights that I had when I was in the shit or in pain. So I get paid for that now, which is kind of bizarre. And yet, I suppose it was through that pain that I was forced to learn it. Most people don't know it. And sometimes it's not until you're in pain that you kind of realize, okay, I need to do something different. And sometimes clients come to me when they're in pain, and we have a real chance to shift stuff. But sometimes clients come to me when there's no pain, and actually they're mental rock stars. They are high achievers mentally, but they want to achieve more. And that's great. But what they figured out is unconsciously some of the habits that actually work mentally, just they don't, but they couldn't explain it to you. And so with someone like that, you can actually work faster. You can actually work faster with somebody who already is operating that way. So both people can get a huge amount out of an extra awareness of the mind. It's not just for people who have problems or in pain. It's also for people who are what I would call Olympic level people in life and business. They can sometimes get way more out of it just by, they go, oh, that's actually what I need to do. So to me, that's the next frontier, and that's the missing piece in business, because not only is it about getting better results, it's also about fulfillment. And that is missing for most people in their business life now, but it doesn't have to be that way.